Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to film a first impression of my recent Lethal Cosmetics purchase. So I did pick up a couple of things. I picked up a custom eyeshadow palette that I used with their palette designer on their website. I also grabbed a lavender blush that I will grab out right now. So that's that guy. I wanted to go ahead and film this and let you guys know what my first impressions were. I've never tried the brand, but before we get started, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Molly. I'm a busy mother of two, and makeup is self-care. I love makeup and I thoroughly enjoy using it, playing with it, talking about it. So here we are. Okay, so I don't have anything on my face, as you can see. Also, I want to call attention to my awkward regrowth that we have going on. I've got these teeny tiny little baby bangs. I basically went bald after I had my baby. So it looks terrible. I am aware. Also, if you hear background noise, sorry. It is what it is. I have children and they are not quiet. So here we are. Okay, I'm cleaning off some brushes so that I can get going with this eyeshadow palette here. I should probably put on eye primer because I always use eye primer. Hang on a second. Let me find that. Okay, so I guess while I'm putting on eye primer, I can kind of talk to you about my experience shopping from Lethal. On their website, as I mentioned, they have a palette designer. They have multiple different sizes of palettes that you can choose from. So you just select the size that you want, and then you can go through and select the different shades that you would like to purchase, and it puts them all in the virtual palette for you so that you can kind of get a feel for the color story. I really like it. The only other like build your own palette type thing that I've done is with ColourPop, and as I recall, it wasn't that way. Like, you just kind of hoped that it looked good together. So it's a really nice setup that they have. And the other thing that I wanted to mention is their shipping. So when you initially go to place the order, it looks like your only option, at least for some reason when I did it, it looked like my only option was to pay like $15 in shipping. But you actually can choose a cheaper method of shipping. It's just going to take longer. So I knew that I didn't want to wait that long. So I went ahead and I paid the $15. It is coming from Germany. I'm in the United States. And we're not used to shipping being that much here. Like, we're very, very spoiled. I know that. But, that was one thing that I was like, oh my gosh, it's a little steep, but it was fine. And I got the order within a week. Like, I want to say it was 4 days from the moment I placed it to the second it landed on my doorstep. So definitely worth the $15. Like, they didn't mess around. For an indie brand, that's incredible. So yeah, I was really excited. Okay, so as I showed you guys in my haul video, this is the palette. I am going to go ahead and take, let me back up, I'm stuttering. In the haul, I didn't talk about the shade names because I didn't know what they were. I am going to take a knife. I can't find my spatula, so I'm going to carefully pry these out with a knife, and I can do some swatches and show you guys what each of them are. So we're just gonna start with this shade here and go across the top row, then the second row and third row. Sorry, I keep looking over my shoulder because I hear my child outside playing. Okay, I knew that using a knife was a poor choice. Oh my gosh, it's just getting worse. I just stabbed them twice. Okay, oh dear God. Can I not? Okay, I am not a surgeon. That is very clear. Okay, so this shade here is Lucid. It is just a very pretty blue. And then I've got Cryptic, which is this lime metallic. And then this one is Delirium. It's just a great sort of transition shade. I wanted to make sure that I had something like that, even though I have that shade a million times over. And then this is the shade Lithium. So when I was designing the palette, I wanted something that was relatively versatile. Like I wanted a wide variety of things, and I feel like I've accomplished that. This one is the shade Ether, which next to Lucid, it makes me wonder why I got both of them. They're very, very similar, but that's okay. And then I've got Deceit, which is just kind of a matte navy. Oh, I swatched that with a finger that, oh my gosh. It's laundry day, so I'm just wiping this stuff on my pants. I swatched that with the same finger that I used for that nude shimmer, so it looks like crap, but it appears to be a pretty nice shade. And then we've got Trespass, which is a matte sort of plummy brown right there. I figured that would be a good one to use with some of the purples that I have to deepen up the outer V. And then this is the shade Covet. I want to say this is a duochrome. Could be wrong, but that's that one. That is really pretty. Okay, now we have, this is a kind of a purple, I don't know, metallic, I suppose, in the shade Spirit right there. Okay, then we have the shade Release, which is a lavender matte right there. And this shade Undone is just kind of a, I'd say a mid-tone purple matte right there. Oh, that's pretty. I think I want to use the purples. I'm not going anywhere today. I might as well play with some color. Not that if I was going anywhere, I wouldn't play with color. I don't know. Sometimes I feel weird if I'm going to work though. I'm like, it's a little much. And then this is the shade is Descent. It's just a, oh, that's going up my eyes today. That's beautiful. It's a, I don't know, like a lavender shimmer. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna pop these back in my palette and then we will go ahead and get started. Also, I wanted to point out that the palettes come with mirrors, or at least this one did. I don't know about some of the others, but it is really nice. And Lethal they've got face products, they've got lip products, they've got potted gel liners, they've got these new like multi-chrome liquid shadows that I think look really pretty. But so there is a lot of different variety that you can go with. Okay. I am going to go in with Release, the lavender matte, and I'm going to just use that as my transition shade. I should zoom you guys in. Hang on a second, let me do that. Okay. So, I mean, so far, this appears to be pretty easy to blend. I'm not noticing much patchiness. It's also a really light shade, so it could, you know, let's not get too ahead of ourselves here, I guess. Okay, and then I'm gonna take Undone, the mid-tone matte purple, and we're gonna deepen up the outer V and add some dimension to the crease. We don't want to add any dementia. That's no bueno. Okay. I honestly have no idea what's going on here. Like, I don't know if it's the eye primer. I don't want to believe that the shadow is that bad, but I can't blend this out. Come on, Lethal. Don't let me down. And I also can't like add more pigment to help it That looks awful. Ooh, that looks so bad. Oh my God, why? Why? I mean, it feels like it's the eye primer. Feels like it's just, I don't know. That's terrible. Man, I gotta go to Target today. I kind of don't want to go looking like this. It's like a bruise. I think I'm going to see if I can salvage this with some powder. I really don't know. I know that purples are hard to do, but this is like totally ridiculous. Okay, I mean, I kind of was able to get it to blend out a little bit there by using some, this is just the e.l.f. like loose setting powder that was able to kind of move some of that pigment, I guess. Wow, that was gnarly. Okay, kind of a total bummer, honestly. Okay, and then the shade Descent, that really beautiful lavender shade. I'm going to just pick this up with my finger and tap it on my lid. So I'm not getting any, like, I'm not doing anything super innovative. Just kind of what I do. That is amazing. I'm going to take a brush with that shade and just kind of work it up a little bit and into my inner corner. Okay. So that's that so far. I'm going to use the shade Spirit, this deeper kind of royal purple on the outer V to help deepen things up. I may regret that. And I may not. Okay, so this is where we're at this point in time. I'm gonna go ahead and pop off and do the rest of my face, aside from blush, concealer. So I haven't used this yet. This is the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape. I got mine in a mini size in the shade Light Neutral. I do want to try this and see what we're working with. I really am curious to know how it compares to plain old Shape Tape. I would do like a side-by-side comparison, but I don't even know. I don't know. I think the Shape Tape that I have is really light for me. So I think that would be bad. I will say this seems to be a lighter formula, like, or yeah, it's not as heavy. It blended out super, super easy. I feel like that looks pretty good. The thing that I don't like about Shape Tape, the original formula, is it makes my under eyes look very crepey and just bad. I don't know. It ages me pretty intensely, in my opinion. Okay. So I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. I don't wanna set it with anything. I really wanna see what the concealer does on its own. I can always kind of pat it out and set it if I need to. Okay. Let's go ahead and do a bronzer. I recently purchased the River Bronzer by Ofra and Samantha March. This came out in 2020, and I just slept on it for kind of a while. This is not a first impression. I've used this a couple of times, and I love it. I absolutely love this collab that she did with Ofra. I purchased the Lucid Draft PR box, and I'll be honest, it didn't work for me. I filmed a review, and then I don't know, I talked to Ofra's customer service team, and they were going to send me a shipping label so I could send it back. They're like, it sounds like you probably got a bad palette. And that was like a week ago, and I haven't received the shipping label, so I don't really know what's going to happen with that, but I'm going to hold off on posting my review just because I want to see, like, I want to, you know, if it is that it's a bad palette, I don't want to sit here and tell you all the things that I don't like about it. So, but this is good. All right. I'm very nervous about this. Maybe it's amazing. Or maybe it's really, really bad and it's going to totally ruin my entire face for the day. Sorry. I'm going to make that face to see if my concealer is settling in my fine lines. Okay. Shut up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Who knew purple blush would be so pretty? Oh yeah, that's some good stuff. Something is in my eye and I don't know what it is. Okay. Are you seeing this? Like, this is wow. Wow. I don't want to speak too soon, but this could very well be a new favorite. Oh my gosh. I'm thrilled. Shut up. Is this real life? This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I had no idea. I thought for sure that I was buying a lavender blush because I was going to be roasting it. That is incredible. Okay, so those of you who want to know, the shade name is Hybrid. Don't sleep on this. Go get it. It's amazing. I am speechless. I wish I could keep it in the palette with the Lethal products, but I can't because there's no room. Anyway, wow. That's honestly, okay, aside from the fact that the color is incredibly beautiful, that blended out with no issue whatsoever. That was super, super easy. And I am a really big fan. All right, I want to revisit this concealer. It has definitely settled into my fine lines. So I'm going to pat that out, patting out my concealer face. And I'm going to go ahead and set it with my e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. But as far as the way that the concealer looks, so far so good. I will be updating to let you guys know, because obviously with concealer, you really have to wear it for a while to know if it's going to work for you. But I like it better than original Shape Tape. So if the original Shape Tape caused problems for you, like it did me, like the crepiness, the dryness, the just heavy, it makes your under eyes look heavy. Then you might want to try this one because it is full coverage, but it's nice. Okay, and then the highlight that I'm using, this is the Ofra Milk and Cookies highlighter. This is a collab with Steph Toms, who I actually don't know who that is. I never heard of her before I purchased her collab, but I do really like this highlight. It's just a pretty kind of champagne shade. There it is swatched next to all of my beautiful shadows. Beautiful. I forgot that I already did my brows and I'm sitting here putting highlight in them. Oh, well. All right. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. We might have gone a little ham there. Where's my brush? I'm gonna just get that a little less beaming. Okay, I want to do my lower lash line. Do I want to play it safe and go with purples, or do I want to do something fun? I can do the blue. That's boring. Okay, I want to take, is this the shade Ether? I think that's what I said it was. I'm going to take that one. And I should probably wet my brush just because you never know. Oh, that's if I have something to wet my brush with. I may not have anything. So I'm just going to tap it off really good. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's getting in my eyeball. My husband's in our bedroom playing with the baby and I can hear him laughing. And it's such a wonderful sound. Baby giggles are seriously the best. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some mascara. We can kind of pull this eye look together. And I was kind of anticipating that Ether would give me some crazy fallout, but it didn't. So that's awesome. Usually with blues, I get fallout. This is reminding me of one of the characters from Cinderella. Is it the stepmother that has purple eyeshadow? Maybe it's just Ursula in Little Mermaid. But I'm not mad about it. Okay, so this is the finished look for the eyes. I like it. Okay, so let's just run through everything really quick. The blush is incredible. Absolutely gorgeous. I can already tell that I'm not gonna have any issues with that. I love it. Instantly in love with that. The the eyeshadows, I do really like these. I know that I was having some issue with this one blending out, and I fully believe that it was the eyeshadow primer I was using. I was using this Ulta one. This is their matte eye primer in nude, and this is relatively old. This is like probably a year old. So I am not faulting these at all. I think it was probably the primer. I was able to blend it out with the help of the e.l.f. setting powder, so it was fine. The shimmer, I feel like the shimmers are stealing the show with this. Like these are shimmers that I do really like. They are impactful, they're metallic, they're beautiful, they're opaque, and I appreciate that. So I'm very excited to try or to play with this more. And then let's see, the bronzer, this wasn't a first impression. I've tried this a few times. This bronzer is legitimately amazing. If you guys are looking for a really nice warm toned bronzer, this is a good one. I like the fact that you've got a shimmer side and a matte side, and it just gives a very beautiful glow to the skin. And then the highlight, this Milk and Cookies highlight, man, I don't know. I need to check out who Steph Toms is because she came out with a banging highlight. I need to give this a try, or I need to check her out. I've given this a try. I've used it a few times. I do love it. And I love the Ofra highlight formula usually. So that's awesome. And then the concealer, I like it. I don't know if it's going to be a love. It's something that I'm going to have to play around with, and I'm maybe a little bit more reserved with that just because Shape Tape is like way down on my list of concealers that I enjoy. I low-key hate it. So that's kind of one of those things where I'm going to have to use it and update you guys, let you guys know what I think. So speaking of updating, I will update in about a month or two and let you guys know how all of these things end up working for me in the long run. So stay tuned for that. All right, you guys, that is going to be it for this video. I appreciate you being here so much. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up, subscribe before you go, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.